Be my man. Brown liquor made my dog insane. Booted up with geeks, it's the same thing.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Joel CP here. And today I got a $75 game versus Gabriel Iglesias, aka George Lopez, aka Juan. As you can see, we're playing salary cap. This is his best mode because I mean he chucks whatever he wants to. Randy Moss and Julio Jones go and get it every single time. And my opinion on Juan this year is he's fucking awful. This dude really was a Madden 17 absolute complete product. Beginning of the year, he took a lot of money off Mo and a couple of other players. I think Joke too, just because all he did was run Power O, and as you can see right there, I throw an absolute fucking awful play. I don't know what I was doing early in the game. He had me boxed. That 4-6 norm is really the most annoying thing to play against. But as you can see, he starts off early. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna throw high balls all game. He's gonna pray to everyone he knows. Like that should have been a pick too. And like I was saying, Juan, he took a lot of money at the beginning of the year. He ran Power O, and if you guys remember in regs, the speed streaks are crazy. So he would run Power O, and then on the left side have a speed streak, and it was pretty hard to guard. As you can see, Rex giving my shit back. I don't really know if I could call that a bail, but I'll take it. He really wasn't letting me get the dive, man. The dive was really, I felt like, the key for me to be able to run the ball, because this 4-6 norm was so hard for me to pass the ball on, especially in MUT. So I was trying to spam the dive as much as possible. He gets an instant fucking shed. And luckily my fat ass center decides I'm just going to run basically almost out of field goal range. And I got to take my 3. But Juan then found the high pass and low pass at a tight offset. And from there, all he does is spam that all game. And it's actually pretty fucking glitchy. You can see he's low passing that right there. The cloud flag doesn't do anything about that. It's actually pretty hard. Like if you ask any top player, it's hard to play Juan, man. Because it's just like, he gets so lucky to begin with. And then this scheme is so bad, but it's so good in 17. Like any other, see any other Madden, like this actual, any other Madden, like this shit really is like awful. As you can see, he hits me with a seam streak. I had like some slow ass 52 overall, 3rd string water boy, ball boy for the Chargers playing linebacker, so he beat me deep. But I had my problems, man. 4-6 normal and the cover 2 invert, it's like, first of all, it takes away the Y route, but second of all, I just can't, like, I just don't, like, I like to, if you guys watch me, like, I like to go deep, and this shit just doesn't let me go deep, man. I want to go ahead and bomb somebody, but it won't let me. It's Randall Cunningham fumbles, and I swear I have a broken Randall Cunningham, because my Randall Cunningham's the only one that fumbles like that. I've seen Randall Cunningham stiff-arming people, making sandwiches, throwing one-hand touchdowns, like, that shit's annoying as fuck. Bad read, no pick, that's Madden 17. And I'm just trying to box him up here. Another high ball. Luckily, he drops it. That's really what I have to pray for, is if he drops the ball. I switched to man. Hoping I'm going to lock up right here. For the most part, everything's box. He goes to a motion slant. And it's kind of like, if he switches shit up, this shit is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Like, of course, for this Madden, I pick a random play by accident. Luckily, I get that bat down. I think I was doing something, looking at chat or something. 2nd down and 10. He throws a pick to Sean Taylor right there, and I'm not going to lie, I was lucky. I didn't make any adjustments right there. Sean decided to go ahead and just jump that. I try to go back to the run game. He has me boxed, so I really got to pass. And me and Juan always have close games. That's just really how it is, man. I really wish I could break to the outside right here, and I hope next year the speed really is a difference, because that Ricky Williams, that's 96 speed. That's one of the fastest cards in the game. This is where, like, for example, I'm gone. And he's hawking me. This shit is wild how he hawks me, bro. Like, that's 96 speed up the sideline, and that fat ass lineman is over here hawking me like I look like a walking sandwich, a burrito or some shit. And running with Cunningham, I'm lucky I didn't fumble right there. And I'm really boxed. I really can't find anything open. I gotta find something at some point. I'm gonna keep taking off of my quarterback. He's not smart. And there it is again. Cunningham fumbles. I try to go down right there, it wouldn't let me go down. So that shit sucks right now. So sitting here, 1st down and 10. He's moving the ball down the field. He gets ball at half, so it's like I'm trying to switch defenses. I'm trying to switch coverages. I really don't know what to do. I'm lost. He's high balling, low balling, left and right. I lock him up. He throws it. That should have been a pick, almost a catch, which is absolutely crazy. And I feel like this year, my prediction for Madden 18, man, and people just went to EA Play as he just hits me with a corner out for a touchdown. And when I blitz, I usually don't like to blitz out a spinner. When I blitz out a spinner, that means I'm desperate. Like, I really want that pick. And I think the fact that I didn't get that pick on that last play, I was desperate. I sent spinner. And spinner, don't ever send spinner, man. Spinner is just a lost cause. You may get a sack for the most part. Spinner is just like, I'm going to give up a touchdown. Just because, especially if you're playing salary cap. Like if you're playing normal like Mutt, spinner actually could be really good. Now I think about it, you can run like 4 really good cornerbacks. Lob them deep here, get the rack catch, but I get caught from behind, and we're back in the fucking dreaded red zone. The number one thing I would hate, like I just hate this situation, man. If you sit here and ask me, are you uncomfortable anywhere else, it has to be the red zone, bro. Like it's just like, it's so hard, and the zones play so well in the red zone. It's like, and you're gonna catch every pick, and this shit sucks. Like, so I usually draw people to death and try to get into that end zone like that. Go in the goal line, fullback dive. Ricky fights for my bread. 14-10. And I think he gets ball at half, or 14-9. I went for 2 and didn't get it. And then we get an overthrow right there. Praise the Lord. I hope that happens more. People said the new Madden high pass and low pass is really going to be overthrown or underthrown a lot. And I was talking to some more people at EA Play, or people that went to EA Play, and they said, like I said, rating threshold really does mean a lot. So what that basically means is regs is gonna be like, and then I throw a dot and I overthrow it for like the next year. That's a touchdown every time, right? And the reason being is like Rex said at EA Play that he said every stat that's a 90 or higher, for like, you know, you're like 90 carrying or higher, you're really not gonna fumble. 90 your throw accuracy or higher, you're not going to overthrow any passes. 90 catch, you're not going to drop anything. So that's what I really want to hear. I don't know about that on the defensive side. As you can see, we're screaming at him. We got to make him throw that pick, man. We really do. The only way you can really beat Juan is you switch up the coverages. He lobs that. It's not a pick. And now we got him in a 3rd down. This is usually where he's going to throw some dumb shit and get it. He overthrows that, luckily. 4th down, we really need to stop. He went to bunch, and I scream at him. Bunch is dead next year, by the way, if you guys didn't hear about that. Bunch weak, Z-spot. The Z-spot routes out the game for that. I'd overthrow this, too, and it's like Cunningham has to make those throws. Like, I hope next year. Then I get a high snap, get a little sticky with Ricky. But Z-spot is out of bunch next year. The whole route isn't out of the game, but it's out of bunch. I throw that, catch that, fuck it. 4th down. You already know I play wild if anyone watches me, and I end up not getting it. Like I'm so stupid for going for this right here, bro. I run backwards, and it's like, why would I not just take my 3? And the reason being is, dude, this eyes, like if you ask anyone that plays Juan, but this offense is so weird, but it works. It's just so weird, but it works, and it's aggravating, man. He can low pass, high. Look, he high passes that right there. It's like, at this point, I'm getting frustrated. He runs the ball up the middle. Darius Jackson gone, and now I'm in a really big hole. I'm down 2 possessions. He's celebrating. He's hype. Juan definitely is he's not a bad player this year. He's a good player this year just because how the game is. Like I said, he's a Madden 17 product. But Juan's not smart. So I mean, that's just really how it is, and that's really how you're gonna beat Juan. If you ever play Juan, you can ask some players. Like, Juan's not the smartest when it comes to play call decisions or just any type of decision in general. So like, I know and adjustments as well. You can see right here, I knew for a fact that not here, but I knew later. You'll see that, like, Madden is supposed to be a game of adjustments. That's what I want it to be. I want me outsmarting you because I know what you are doing adjustment wise before you even do it. I want to be able to throw a route because I know, you're gonna have a different adjustment. For example, I throw that Y route, then you man it up, then I know the middle field's open. Then I'm gonna hit the X route, shit like that. As I lob it, it's a fucking awful read. I usually complain that shit was blind as fuck. So I can't. That was fucking dumb of me. Then 4th down, I hit that. I'm happy that Cunningham made that throw. I don't know how he made that throw. The dude did a fucking samurai double backflip, backwards, kicked his foot out, and then, like I said, I don't know how he did that shit. But this dude's getting sheds. This is the only defense I've really seen to get sheds like this. This shit is like, consistent sheds, and even Dollar doesn't get sheds like this. Then I bounce to the outside. Ricky gets past Juan, and he's off to the races. Ricky down the sideline, getting to the red zone again. I'm like, red zone, man, this shit is so annoying to play, man. The red zone is so annoying. I get sticky with Cunningham. Luckily, he doesn't fumble. I was praying, I promise you. I had my fingers crossed. And I go ahead and just get into the end zone. So I go for 2 because this is huge in my opinion. If I get this 2, I knew he was run committing. Bam, 21-20. Reason why I went for 2 now, for anyone that wants to realize, if I take my 1, I'm down 2. If he gets 3 points right now and I score a touchdown and he still let's just say he does have some time left. So If I go for, like, let's just say I go for 2 and I get it right, it's 21-20, and then he kicks a field goal, I let him kick a field goal, and then I score a touchdown, you know, then I'm up by 3. But if I don't do that, then it's, and then he throws a high, yo, that shit was annoying as fuck. But I promise you, playing that high pass, you're right there with your user, and then and now, like I said, I'm getting desperate with spinner. I told you guys, like, when I really get desperate, man, I gotta send spinner. I'm angry. I'm angry the fact that this dude's in my game. That should have been a pick 6, man. Like, honestly, you are fucking awful, Juan. Looking at this shit now, you are fucking bad. And it's crazy how you even rolled your fat ass to Burbank, because that's not a fucking read. All right, 3rd down and 10. And this is where Juan makes his one mistake. Good shit, dumbass. Let me get my fucking football. Sean T, chemistry. Let's go. Now, all I gotta do is get into a good field goal, just get in the good field goal position, which I feel like I know I'm going to be able to do. I've struggled on offense this whole game, but if I can just go ahead and feed the ball to Ricky all game. You see, and for this whole entire drive, I have to clock on. I'm getting those 10-yard gains. I'm going to keep getting these 10-yard gains, keep giving the ball to Ricky. I am with a quick pass. I'm looking. Cunningham gets sacked, and I was kind of worried right here. I had to call timeout. 2nd and 13. Get the ball right back to Ricky. He gets a block shed. And at this point, I'm not going to lie, I'm shaking. I'm like, fuck. Like, you know, I really want to get into the, I want to get into field goal range. You know, it's kind of stupid. And then I throw this fucking dot. Look at the fucking, oh my God, the pocket presses. I dance on that bitch's user. And then all I got to do is run the ball 3 times and make sure I don't fumble. And it's game over, Juan. You can't beat me. I told you that. When you step on my field, you can't beat me. And you probably will never be able to beat me because Madden 18 is not a bum-friendly Madden. Juan, go play soccer, go play 2K, you better find another game you can high ball and low ball in or whatever because this game is over. I kicked the field goal, ice my veins, I don't miss, I'm not goes. So that's it, man. I'm gonna head out with the 75. Make sure to hit the follow button already if you haven't already. Subscribe. Hit me up at twitch.tv/JoelCP. I stream there every day. Hit me up on Twitter, man. I'm out. Peace.